I've been filming myself for, God, maybe like 5 years now. Little snippets of my life. And in that time, I've gone through some really beautiful and also agonizing and lonely periods of my life. And it's been so interesting to kind of look back on all of these clips that I have, these moments of quite alone, hollow, solitary days where I've captured how I'm feeling in a clip, whether I'm looking in the bathroom mirror or, staring out at the ocean. And then there are days where I've been out with friends or in the mountains, and I'm on this high of discovery of myself and my art and what makes me a creative, I guess, or an artist. And yeah, I feel like I'm coming to this point where I have been documenting, and I lie, it's even more, it's more like six years now, really, of documenting parts of my life. And it's really beautiful as an actress because I can see how I've needed to turn these moments of immense pain and also profound beauty into these little vignettes of my life. Like, what does it look like to be sad in this moment, and what does it look like to be so in awe of this magical place that I live. And I think in that way I'm always so enamored by the film industry, but especially by cinematographers, because they are able to capture something so honest about the experience that you're going through. And I think that is what I love about picking up a camera and the days that I spend quite alone. I think I kind of forgot how isolating it is to be a artist, to be a creative, and for me to be a actress as well. I spend so much of my time alone, either reading auditions and then filming them at home, because they're all mostly filmed at home these days, which kind of puts you in a very small world. When your world is already small, it shrinks you even further and isolates you even further. And so in a way, me making these little videos has kind of allowed me to expand how I feel, because it's not about I've never wanted to just document my life, but I've wanted to perform and to seek beauty in these little moments that I do have that I find incredibly cinematic or incredibly emotional. And to be able to look back on a period now of years of having these little moments captured on my camera is quite something. It's nostalgic and also heartbreaking in a way, because I can see moments when I was really struggling and really alone, and then also now to moments when I definitely have moments when I still feel alone, but I also feel so much more connected to what I need in my life and who I am, and without apologizing for it anymore, at least a lot less. I'm still learning to not apologize for the things that inspire me or that, give me joy, which is a crazy thing to think that you have to learn to do. But I think maybe women especially, but also where you grew up or how you grew up, or I think I definitely grew up in a time when children were seen and not heard, and that was kind of the message. Not that my parents are wonderful, but like that was just kind of the message given to you. And then being a kid who wanted to be seen and heard and to perform and be on stage, and oh my god, I remember doing the Eisteddfods and different types of theatre as a kid, dabbling into musicals, which never really got me, but when I learned more about Shakespeare and Greek tragedy and all of that kind of stuff, that's what really broke me open. So anyway, learning how to be okay with being seen and wanting to be seen, and know that I had zero interest in academia. I did not want to study. I wanted to be put in makeup and be prancing about, but I think I've always struggled with that duality. Wanting to be an actor is to be profoundly vulnerable and loud and visible, and yet battling that sense of be quiet, don't make a noise, don't draw attention. But I think that's why I love all of this so much, is because it gives you space to actually think about it and talk about it and actually show it visually, create something that moves you, that gets you out of that. So I'm just having this moment of gratitude that I can look back on some moments that I have that I might have forgotten about otherwise, and I can keep adding to it. It's like this little portfolio. I can't wait to be able to play with new camera gear and have the ability to do that at some point. But I'm so grateful that I was given this camera so many years ago, or bought it with my ex-husband at the time. But I've had the access to actually use this little Fuji and create this little outlet for me, which has been so important. And the joy now of looking back at this is just so wonderful. So yeah, that's that. What a joy to be an actor, to be an artist, to create, and to take up space like that. That's just, it gives meaning. And it's the only thing for me that gets me out of feeling alone and feeling isolated, is when I'm creating something that is to put emotion on the screen or on the page, in a painting, in a performance. It's magic.